So about 2.5 weeks ago, I said if ticker symbol ARM Holdings could stay above support at 132, then look for a run back to 143. And if the stock could get above 143, then look for a run to 149. And above 149, the bull's next target was going to be at 155. Take a listen. Now to the upside, if ARM can stay above current support at 132, then I want you guys to look for a run back to 143. And if buyers can get the stock above 143, then look for a run to 149. Above 149, the bull's next target will be at 155. And looking at the current chart, you guys can see that my analysis on ticker symbol ARM was 100% accurate. Now at 151, I said if Palantir could stay above support at 150, then look for a run back to 161. And if the stock could get above 161, then look for a run to 169. Take a listen. Now to the upside, if Palantir can hold above current support, then I want you guys to look for a 5% run to 161. And if buyers can get the stock above 161 and use that level as support, then look for a run to 169. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 10%. And once again, you guys can see that my analysis was 100% accurate. With that said, if you'd like more accurate price predictions, then consider subscribing to the channel. My analysis is absolutely for free. So the Federal Open Market Committee, which is the FOMC, is scheduled to meet on Tuesday, September 16th and Wednesday, September 17th. The meeting will conclude with a policy statement and a press conference with the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell. With that said, markets are widely anticipating that the Fed will cut its benchmark interest rate by a quarter point, which is 25 basis points at its next meeting. This would be the first rate cut since December of last year, and this decision is largely driven by recent data indicating a cooler labor market, including a recent rise in the unemployment rate to 4.3% in August and a substantial downward revision of jobs growth numbers from 2024 and early 2025. Now, according to Professor Jeremy Siegel, expect there to be one rate cut unless retail sales are weak. Take a listen.
Let's continue that conversation with Wisdom Tree's Jeremy Siegel joins us this morning, Wharton professor. Happy Friday, Jeremy. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Sarah kind of laid it out nicely. I mean, dovish Fed, AI trade, strong forward margins. I mean, some seasonality that's not playing out. Can it stay this good for long?
Yeah, I mean, the trend is still there on an upward basis. I mean, we're getting through, half of September. The end of August, usually seasonally bad, and we've held up extremely well. All eyes, I mean, it's really important, not to next week's Fed, not only what they do next week, but we get the dot plot for what they're going to or intend to do over the next 3 meetings. Because the September meeting is really important because they give an end of year forecast, and it really means something in that September meeting because with September and then the 2 further, we will see how many cuts they plan for the year. I think there's going to be one cut unless we get very weak retail sales. That's the only, I think, really important data that is coming out before the Fed meeting.
Yep.
We won't get that jobless claims that jumped up until after the meeting, so they can't act on that. If it's very weak, we could push to 50. I expect, by the way, we might see dissents on both sides. Maybe some will say no cut and some will say 50. I have never, for a long time, I think this is going to be the most interesting meeting that we have had.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at the volatility index. So currently the VIX is inside of a bull flag, which is indicating that for next week we will see a market pull back. With that said, going into the rest of the video, here's some important levels to watch on Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA, and Oracle, ticker symbol ORCL. Let's go ahead and start with Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. So during the market's last trading session, Tesla stock was up over 7%, breaking above resistance at 373. If the stock can't get above 415, then I want you guys to look for a 5% pullback down to 373. And if that level breaks, then we're looking at a pullback to 352. If 352 failed to hold as support, then we're looking at a further pullback to 340. And from current price, we're looking at a decline of 14%. Now to the upside, if Tesla stock can stay above support at 373, then I want you guys to look for a 4% continuation to 415. And if the bulls can push the stock above 415, then look for a run to 443. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 12%. Overall, and like I've been saying for months now, my price target for Tesla is going to be at $4.94. Next, we have NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. So currently, NVIDIA stock is running into resistance at 180. If buyers cannot push the stock above this level, then I want you guys to look for a pullback down to 175. And if 175 failed to hold as support, then look for a further pullback down to 172. With that said, my overall target right now for NVIDIA to the downside is going to be at 153. And from current price, we're looking at a decline of 14%. Now to the upside, if NVIDIA can break this trend line and resistance at 180, then I want you guys to look for a 3% run to 183. And if buyers can push the stock above 183 and use this level as support, then look for a run to 186. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 4%. Now, once NVIDIA stock breaks above 186, then I want you guys to look for a run to 195. And like I've mentioned in previous videos, there is a possibility for NVIDIA to get to 203. And from current price, we're looking at a return of over 14%. The next stock is Oracle, ticker symbol ORCL. So during the market's last trading session, Oracle stock was down over 5% and has fallen below support at $300 per share. If the stock cannot recover and get back above this level, then I want you guys to look for a 4% continuation down to 278. And if 278 failed to hold as support, then look for a further pullback to 256. And from current price, we're looking at a decline of 12%. Overall, to the downside, I'm looking for Oracle stock to pull back to 199. And from current price, we're looking at a decline of 31%. Now, to the upside, if the stock can get back above $300 per share, then I want you guys to look for a run to 319. And if buyers can push the stock above 319, then look for a run to 339. And if the stock can get above 339, then look for a run to 359. From current price, we're looking at a return of over 23%. Alright guys, if you like today's video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. And if you're currently watching and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.